Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mule channel. My name is Colton and today's video is on Donnie Cates. He's writing a new book with, I think his brother or one of his family members, Jeff Cates, for Image Comics. We'll go over that and we'll go over a project I'm working on right now for, I want to write my own comic book. I've got some new characters and I'll show you what I have for that as well at the end of the video. So we are here on Twitter on Donnie Cates' profile. So Donnie Cates had previously blocked me, so that's interesting that he has unblocked me on Twitter. Does that mean that he ran a blockchain on Sciver, or did he just unblock me? If he just unblocked me, that's cool. But Donnie Cates still isn't a great guy. he's still a weirdo. He's still an SJW. He's still anti-Comicsgate. He still has said terrible things about people in conservatives in the business, and apparently, from Ethan Van Sciver's point of view, there's whisper networks that Donnie Cates is a part of. So he is anti-Comicsgate for sure. And today at 12:11 a.m. April 26th, he made a post. It says, "Logging off, folks. Another long day. Writing sprint. Something about the quarantine is making me write like a demon. These people, like SJWs, they talk so weird. Today was something new for Jeff Shaw that y'all are gonna love. Want to see a few? Non-spoilers, I promise. This is just the tip of the iceberg." Who talks like this? Why do they talk like this? And this is black and white pictures. So apparently this book, according to Bleeding Cool, is called God Hates Masks. That's what apparently the name is. Although it's clearly not the name, according to Rich Johnston. It's clearly not the name. It's just in a hashtag. It's on his account. Of course, that's the name. During which he confirmed was for Image Comics. So I guess this is one picture. Pray the capes away. Pray the capes away. I don't know what that means. This guy's holding up a sign that has nothing written on it. Like, what? That's so embarrassing. You can't release like pictures without being like, ready for people to see it. Okay, we got a woman. I don't know. She's got a mask. I don't know what that's about. There's a comic. Oh, it's a really low resolution. Apparently, there's the story is about a comic book shop getting Molotov cocktailed. That's interesting. I don't get it. One, I've never seen that many people in a comic book shop. Two, why is someone in a dress shirt, tie, and sweater throwing a Molotov cocktail at a comic book shop? That doesn't make sense. But do you know where he probably got Molotov cocktails from? Oh, that's what Antifa uses. Flyer claims Antifa planning militant siege in El Paso features Molotov cocktails and burning. Interesting. So the villains are Antifa, or are they the villains? I don't know. I don't think Donnie Cates is a Christian. Telling us that he was logging off, folks. So yeah, we read that tweet. Donnie Cates commented, and yes, that's a comic book shop being firebombed, which in these days, sure, might be an uncool thing to show. This guy only makes money. I'm guessing he made last year. I'm guessing he made $150,000. All because of comic book shops selling his number ones and his reboots and all this shit from like Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, blah blah blah. That's the only reason Donnie Cates has any money. So why is he making a comic book that he's writing? So he came up with the script. He came up with the idea of a comic book shop being firebombed. Why? That makes no sense. It's like someone writing for a hospital to get blown up or something. But this book is about a lot of things, and one of the more important things is how comic book shops are places that we can escape to and feel safe. Feel safe, like safe space. These people. Donnie Cates is kind of weak. Okay. Most SJWs are weak. That's why they need to feel safe. They need their safe space. That's why Marvel created that character for the New Warriors. Safe space, Snowflake and Safe Space. Only they could come up with those character names. I need to feel safe. In a bit, I'll play the video from one of his live streams about him being safe, and it's insane. This guy. And Rich Johnson just writing shit. Like, that would make for one hell of a GoFundMe appeal as well. That's the comic. He says, blah, 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 blah. It's all mumbo jumbo. Rich Johnson loves it. Rich Johnson loves Donnie Cates. But Donnie Cates, you know, he said this tweet at midnight. It only has 14 retweets and 159 likes in about 12 hours. This guy has 46,000 followers, and he has 159 likes on a tweet. What the? No, three. Oh no, that wasn't his tweet. Oh, sorry, I thought that was part of his tweet. Oh my gosh. No one cares. Nobody cares. People follow him. I think people follow him just to see all the stupid shit he says. He doesn't have fans. His YouTube page, he does like these streams with his wife, and they get like 1,000 views. Like, this guy's apparently the top writer at Marvel, and he's all these things, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. He's not getting an audience on YouTube. He doesn't get an audience on Twitter. He's just a guy. He's just a normal, kind of weak guy, and it's embarrassing. So yeah, he's got motives in his book from Antifa, which is tremendous. And here is, this is from April 4th. Ethan Van Sciver live stream has 20,000 views, which is far more views than Donnie Cates and his wife get. You know, she's got upside down crosses on her ears. These are two people who are woke and probably hate Christianity. Their YouTube channel is called Devil's Advocate Cult, and I'm gonna guess that they hate Christians and that the villains of this book that he's writing are gonna be Christians. That's what I'm guessing. Or he's gonna spin it and it's like, oh, Christians are kind of good or something. Just listen to this.
Fuck at you. I don't need you to solve my problems. I just need a hug. I just need you to listen and maybe give me a hug. And that's the point where she fully turns away from him bodily. But look at his face.
Notice how she's looking at his forehead? Like, I don't really want to look at you. You know, if she was like really sexually attracted to him, she'd be looking at his lips. His eyes and his lips right here. But you see, she's looking at his forehead. Why?
Face right here. Look at the miserable pussy. And then she's like, you're embarrassing me right now. This face is, yeah, you're on like. All right. Here we go. So I rewound it. So he's about to talk about how sometimes he just wants somebody to listen to. And
This guy made 150,000 last year, and he's the top writer at Marvel, and he needs a hug. He needs his safe space.
This is worse than anything. Can you just say 9/11?
And I'm a bit of an extrovert, and so it is
her
something that
upside down cross earrings.
Work on a lot. That getting it out of you, whether it means making a list or calling a friend,
Make those lists, Donnie.
like, hey, can I just talk at you, you know? And I don't need you to help me like solve any of this. All I need is a hug and a, hey man, that shit sucks. Can go such a long way. And I
He
can't
just
tell you
needs a
how
hug.
many nights I will walk into the bedroom and be like, Meg, can I just
get this pillow that Mateo's sleeping on?
She's slamming those beers to tolerate this.
That's Donnie Cates. He just needs a hug. What do you say here? And yes, that's a comic shop being firebombed, which in these times might be an uncool thing to show, but this book is about a lot of things. And one of the more important things is how comic shops are places we can escape to and feel safe. That's what SJWs are all about. That's how you know someone is an SJW whenever they say the word safe. They need their safe space. They need to be surrounded by people who think like them. They have to have the same opinions or else they're not safe. And they need to be saved. So I hope you enjoyed the Donnie Cates part of this video. And now I'm just going to talk about a little project I'm working on. It says Citrus Comics, but that's just like a placeholder name. It's called Roger Pirelli and Andra Team Up. So they have got like some word marks created here. Fate is the bad guy of the story. I'll read it. In Calgary, Alberta, things are not what they used to be. There has been a societal shift. The teenagers have become corrupt. The police are distant. The communities aren't safe. Everything seems to be off. Everyone seems to be off. There are a handful of individuals willing to turn the tide. Individuals willing to put their lives on the line to fight for the ideals they believe in. Justice, honor, respect, community. As everything turns to chaos and secrets are revealed, who will step up to save the day? They are Roger Pirelli and Andra. Or Andra. I might say it like that. Andra. Who is responsible for this descent into madness? Fate. And I got a whole story lined up for 64 pages, and then there's, what we can do with future books. Yeah, it's pretty fun. This is just like a rough storyboard, but I've got, I'm writing a dialogue as well. I've got 10 pages of dialogue written. There's going to be a big, like, action scene in the middle where they, Roger Pirelli and Andra take on the Fate henchman and Fate himself in their compound. There's like 30 pages of action, and it's going to be friggin' awesome. I don't know if this is ever going to happen. I'm not an artist. I can't draw, so I can write and probably letter as well. But I'll be looking to find an artist for this eventually. Maybe end of the year or next year as I save some money, because I'll have to pay for an artist, and launch it on Indiegogo, and hopefully I can get artists who are like have a name and they can bring some attention to the project, because I want this to be like 60,000 American at least, and I think we can do that because I've got a pretty good story here and pretty good ideas on what to do with these characters. And Indiegogo is a great place to do crowdfunding. They only take, I think, 7% of your total. And, as part of the Comicsgate, I'm starting to build up a following, on Twitter. I've got about 200 people following me on Twitter and about 90 on YouTube. And, I got family and friends who would support me as well. But I'm looking for an artist who has a bigger name, thousands of more followers, who can bring this to life in a great way, but also have that name recognition, and we can sell more copies as well, because I want to make probably 3,000 copies of this first chapter. Do like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, all 64 pages, and you put that into a trade paperback, and you can sell that on Indiegogo or eBay or Amazon or something. And all the money on that fourth book, which is the paperback, is like all free money basically, because all the work has been done. And I think that's be a great business model. And if I get the same artist on all 3 books, I think that would be terrific. And then after that, we could do solo series of Roger and solo series for Andra. And I've got villains and everything. Everything's kind of done. You see, this is pronounced Tai Chi. She is the goddess of fortune. And you'll see her eventually as well in the series if it does happen. And, I've got lots of ideas for this. And I want to do it in like a classic 90s comic way where it's all about action. There's no politics. There's no... there's kind of light social issues like teenagers and like theft and stuff like that, and drugs, and how that lifestyle is so negative and cripples people, and that the heroes need to defend this so it doesn't spread in their city. I've got a great idea with something called Parkdale Market, which is like a secret place that a corporation built. Like they bought the land and they built it, and it's a pretty interesting place. I don't want to give spoilers away for that, but that probably won't be in this really first chapter, because the first chapter is like a big mission, and then maybe second chapter they go into the Parkdale Market. So it's based in Calgary, and which I think is interesting because it's not like your typical city. It's not San Francisco. It's not Los Angeles. It's not New York or something. It's in Canada, where Wolverine was created, where he was born. And I think it's a great place to start. It's a big city. There's lots of communities. There's lots of things that you could do with the city of Calgary, or going to the mountains. I mean, there's lots of things you can do. And I got a lot of ideas for this, and hopefully this happens. I'm working on the script right now. And if it ever did launch, it probably wouldn't be till, 10 months from now or something. Because 64 pages, that's a lot of work for an artist to pencil, ink, and then get it colored. Because I want it to be mostly done when the campaign launches. Because I'm not a fan of the, I've got 10 pages done, and then I'm going to launch it. And then it's like, you take a year to fulfill or something. I want to be fulfilling it, right away. I live in Canada, so... I guess it's probably best if one of the artists is in America and can print it and fulfill it or something really cheap using the media mail that your boy Zach has been talking about, where you just have to put a barcode on it and no advertisements, and you can send it out for like $3 in a Gemini mailer, which is really good, obviously. If I sent it from Canada, it'd be like $10. Canadian, it'd be like $10. So, anyway, that's my idea. I'll give you maybe the first 13 pages, and you can read this for yourself. I know my face is probably blocking some of the bottom, but yeah. Anyway, that's my idea for a comic book, and it's gonna be like Daredevil, Punisher, Silver Sable kind of street crime. No aliens, no extraterrestrials, no magic, just kind of a real world thing, and slightly taken out of reality, so it's not like you don't think it's real, but it could be. That's what I was going for with that. Anyway, that's the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Comment what you think about Donnie Cates' new book and what he's been saying on Twitter, and what you think of this project, Roger Pirelli and Andra team up. I think it'd be pretty cool if this came to life. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.